Hello guys and welcome back to this chaotic gnome forest. I'm Light the Gnome and today, as you can see, we will play character story, the anecdote of Erick. I don't know this character at all, so I'm so curious to know her, and she seems an adorable child, so probably someone that I'm going to adopt. So first thing first, just a moment to let you know something that you will probably be happy to know. Okay, so from now on, literally from this video on, I'm going to do a marathon. I'm going to only play reverse and only publish reverse, at least for a whole month, trying to reach the main plot point, because I know that after this version there's gonna be another event that I want to play, and after that another chapter of main story, and I'm still in the middle of the third, so I'm not okay with it, and I understand that the other series in my channel don't have so much following, while Reverse is obviously my main series, but so far, after so many months, I'm still so... it's hard to keep up to this game, because in every version, every month, they upload so much stuff that if I decided to go on even with the other series, I can keep up to Reverse. So at least I want to be at the same point of the plot, so that I can play events and new chapter without any other problems and any other thinking. And maybe I can also try to play other free-to-play games with gacha and so on. But I'm stuck with Reverse and all the content of this game. So I hope you're happy because I'm a little sad. I'm at the end of the first game of Ace Attorney. I'm still at the start of Persona 3. There is so much stuff that I want to do, but until I'm at the same point of the main plot, I decided to go on at least 1 month. After 1 month, if I'm too tired and I can't do reverse anymore every day, every time, and so on, I'm gonna change a plan. But for now, you know, and I hope you'll be happy about this, there will be only reverse content for a lot. So let's go in, and I hope you will be here with me in this journey. Okay, Erick, it's time, it's your moment to shine. The night before. The island invites no one, with the exception of children. What is this? Neverland? Okay, an island with only child. Let's go in. Oh wow, hello. After the good dream. Do not love half lovers, do not entertain half friend, do not indulge in works of the half-talented, do not live half alive and do die half dead. Okay. You're certainly heard your fair share of stories. From the bedtime tales your mom told you to the bragging from kid at school. The great storyteller. Who is it? Or like those moot talkers you occasionally encounter in taverns. Stories in the classroom, on benches where pigeons are fed, on TV and in comic books. You've heard plenty, and most of them are cliché. But hear me out. I'm sure you never heard a story as astonishing and legendary as this one. Oh, okay, now I'm on hype. Let's go. Is more thrilling than the surviving waves of the sea. A story that a bard could captivate a tavern full of drunks with, every one of them forgetting their drinks. Oh my god. Okay, and I'm here to narrate it with you, I guess, with my voice acting. And you, You will be the honored at this very first listener. I'm the first! The room is silent. The cows outside blocked by the suitcase. Not even 1,000 woodpeckers could peck open this door. What? Okay. The door burst open.
Timekeeper!
Oh my god, for a moment I thought it was voice acted and I was shocked. Timekeeper, now's the time, put the arm ring on her. Huh? Sonetto pins the girl to the ground and winds back her head, preparing to deliver a dizzying headbutt. You bunch of sneak-attacking thieves! Harald will come looking, and then he'll throw you all into the sea to feed the fish. What? Oh. What? What are you doing? Erick, we need you to calm down. The arm ring settled in its familiar resting place, grasping her slender yet firm arm. They bind her with rope and place her in a chair. Let me go! You damn kidnappers, eat my foot! The girl's feet, unable to touch the ground, jab wildly in her two captors. But like a puppy on a leash, her target is just out of reach.
My apologies.
Sorry, it was my miscalculation. I thought 12 years old arcanist would be gentle and more controllable. No, that's actually the worst age to have some arcanist, I guess. No one could have anticipated this. Yes, and next time I'll consider using arcane skill. At this moment, our protagonist, a brave and clever captive, watches quietly. She narrows her eyes, trying to determine the origin of her two assailants. Assailants. Wow, this time we have a narrator, I love it. Okay, this is new, and I like it very much. I have a colleague. Huh? Ah, I've seen that emblem before. So you're from that, what it's called, the Foundation?
Huh?
You know about us? Of course, I have eyes and ears everywhere. Anyway, neither of you will pry a word out of me. Even if you pull out my teeth one by one without any anesthetic, it's impossible. Oh no, please don't do that. Erick proudly raised her head, as if her hands are akimbo on her hips rather than bound behind her back. I've seen your family record. Your mother's side has lived in in this place for generations. She's an extraordinary woman. The Norwegian branch of the San Paolo Foundation has received a lot of help from her. Ooh, cool. Oh, it is a first. We hear like someone else's parent helping the foundation or being already attached with the foundation. This is new, actually, I think. But ever since she... No, why? Why mothers always dying? Stop it. We need to do a petition for the poor mothers. Quite well informed, aren't you, long ears? If she hadn't sailed off for that incredible treasure, you would never have caught me. Huh? Okay, so she's not dead, thank God. She went to find the One Piece. Fantastic, I love it. For her, for us, for me, for everyone.
Sonetto.
Vertin gives a subtle shake of her head. No, please. She actually is dead, but nobody said it to her. This is the worst. You can't say to me that my parents are trying to find the One Piece. I know the One Piece doesn't exist. And this is why you don't lie to a child.
I see.
Anyway, you're living with your grandfather and father now, right? We mean you no harm. Just considering your father and grandfather's status as arcanists, we would like to offer you as much help as possible. We have a unique school filled with kids like you, extraordinary ones. I think you'd be interested. But I'm already in school. I already have a school within my territory. I have a crew of sailors there, ready to handle everything here at my signal.
No.
But our school is unique. It's full of terrorists yet unclaimed.
That's right.
Yes, and bunch of kids sailors yearning for a Jarl to lead them.
Yes, it'd be fun.
Oh, that does sound tempting. More interesting than the tedious of Stillwater Lake School anyway. But I need to speak to my crew. Not for their approval, of course, just so they don't panic without me. She give me so much Hook vibes from Star Rail. Adorable. You know, they're lost without someone at the helm. We've already gotten Harald's consent, Erick. But a small wooden scabbard lies on the table, along with a letter. Oh! This is what he left for you. Erick, her hands freed, picks up the letter from the table. Sorry, I skip it. Erick, you're about to venture into a place full of dangers. It will be daunting and fearsome. Every warrior of Valhalla must face such a challenge before adulthood. You will endure many hardship and long time without us. But I believe you'll make new friendship and return triumphant with countless treasures. When the time comes, your father and I will throw a night-long feast for you, with unlimited soda and popcorn of every flavor. Love it for us. Note, you can trust these two. They're good people. Wow. Yours forever, Harald. Oh, cutie. I would love to participate to the party, by the way. Also, fun fact, my island in Animal Crossing New Horizon is called Valhalla. And no, it doesn't make any sense because I wanted it to be like the paradise of Vikings, and it actually become an island like Whole Cake Island of One Piece. So it just have a name, it doesn't suit it anymore, but still, it's funny. Oh, okay. I thought I'd get a proper chance to say goodbye to everyone. Jason the Slob's workbook is still at my place, and there are 2 rates allowance I haven't used this month. She sulks, cupping her cheek, elbowing on the table, her face puffed up like a blowfish. To be continued. Oh. Okay. Pointy stick and wooden sword. Let's go. Knowledge always clogs the throat, but fortunately, this story is both delectable and moving. One month later, wow. Oh my god, what is happening? Students swarm to the end of the hallway, gazing up the little Jarl on the stairs. I don't know if I'm happy to be here, actually. Because I'm still playing chapter 3. And I know that this school from the foundation is dirty as fuck. I'm not talking about the cleaning, obviously. Hey, don't push me. Who stepped on my shoe? Shh, quiet down.
Listen to me.
In any case, as your Joel, I promised your fame, fortune, and extra snacks. Row those oars like never before, sailors. Just like the mysterious adventures of old. Yeah, yeah! The crowd cheers in unison. You're going to get caught by the instructors. Then you'll be locked in dark room all day without any food. Breaking school rules is such a dumb idea. His sharp voice pierced the excited atmosphere. Was sharp enough? The excitement dissipated, and the little ones in robes started whispering, their eyes all focused on him. This is so unrealistic. I suggest you spend more time preparing for the next test. The student who score lowest will have to take extra classes to make up for it. By the way, nice eyes. Beautiful. I love them. Golden K. Sancho. What a name. Most importantly, if you do poorly in arcane skill, you'll probably end up as janitors after graduation. Sitting in a lonely office with a musty smell you can't get rid of. Children's minds are always so vividly imaginative. And I'll become the brightest star at the LSCC. Cici? You'd better start thinking more practically like me.
What?
Are you kidding? I've known many cowards like you before. Who's the cowards? At least I don't need others to do my bidding. You want to be our rival? Or are you just bullying the girl you like? You! Erick's face turns red with anger. Just as she's about to storm over, a hand grabs her.
I think that...
Oh, baby. What happened to your eyes? You're so tired. Sleep more. Effie. For the peace and welfare of mankind, what you're doing is completely pointless. Like weather vanes, the crowd turns their head to this new interloper. It's Red Rifer! Run! Oh, she's going to put me off my lunch. The little robes scatter, leaving the three of them standing alone. Hey, don't go! Our plan isn't even... Your plan is meaningless, regardless of wherever your failures succeed. In the end, you'll either face endless anxiety or insatiable emptiness. Oh my god, baby! What happened to you? Well, I mean, you're here, you probably won't be happy to be here, but still, what happened? The girl with the dim eyes point at the retreating crowd. Even if you assemble them time and again, they'll still walk away in the end.
No.
Not true. Some people are meant for more, and the others... so annoying. Both of you, just shut up. Mood. She stormed over, kicking up a cloud of dust with each step. Hey, why there is so much dust? A battle for glory is inevitable? What do you mean a battle for glory? What? Okay, let's go. I guess.
Stop for the launch or stop for the notch.
Lol. She's going to pick a fight with the other children. She's so tiny. They're so big. You're so cute. I never tried hair, so I'm happy. Okay. Yay! Oh, wow. Bang. But what are they, magician? Why do they have a wand? Debuff. Wow. Attack. She's super strong. She's not scared about anyone. Oh my god, we have the ultimate. We need to try it. Indeed. Yay! Let's go! Adorable. Absolutely adorable. You won!
Lord Erick embarks on her legendary journey.
Wow, fantastic. Can I be part of the crew? Can we go search for the One Piece together? Oh. The three scuffle, pushing and shoving, but none yelled to the others. The school bell rings. They freeze momentarily. Then they scatter like kittens and race back to the classroom. Lol, this was this was during the pause from lessons. Okay. Never mind, we were good children. I think. As for the Glavacus, they are kind of creature that primarily inhabits the tropical rainforest of North America. Being omnivorous, they are an adaptable species with a remarkable ability to form colonies even in the most extreme conditions. Please turn to page 126 of the Compendium of Critters. As you can see, studies show that their colonies operate under a distinct hierarchy. Hierarchy. Okay. The stronger descent of Glavacus, the higher his status. They rely on their acute sense of smell and sensitive hearing, for they lack vision. From our last class, how should you react when encountering such creatures? Do not run or jump, walk quietly. During the study and fight and chant, a slight discord can be heard. Pff. You two have truly impressed me. I challenge you to a duel. The losers will bow to the winner and become their faithful sailor. Erick's assertive voice pierced the chorus as the instructor frowns.
What?
Erick, you seem to have some unique opinions. Stand up and share them.
What?
Oopsie. She stand up hastily. The blackboard read, large dangerous critters. Clearly, our hero attention was never on the instructor. Scratching her cheek, she tries to recall any relevant information. Well, my grandfather Harald once said... She looked up at the frowny instructor. The classroom falls silent. All eyes are on her. Oh no, what a terrible moment. He said, in life one must defeat many things, like super heavy cars and giant brown bears. But the most dangerous of all is the endless vanity and boundless emptiness. What? Okay. The instructor's eyes flickered with confusion, but she listened intently. The monster knows as vanity is a huge, winding snake, as large as mountain range. It opens its mouth bottomless and swallows anyone who strays into it. It swallows them whole, then spit out the bones and piles a mountain high. Wow. Okay, so you actually have something to say, and this is quite scary and interesting. The student gaze unblinkingly, earth longed in their throat. The monster knows as emptiness is a cunning, deceitful creature, one that no one has ever truly seen. It lurks in the shadow, at night, the noises under the bed, the flash outside the window, the drips in the bathroom. Any one of them could be it. Sometimes it's right next to your ear, and others is far, far away. It stalks grown-ups, not with a gaping jaw, but with claws that as sharp as potato wedges. Potato wedges are sharp? I never thought about it. It silently approaches those drowning in sadness, regret and despair. When they cover their faces, too overwhelmed to be wary, it extends its bloody claws. Swoop! The students shudder in unison. To finish off this poor soul. In my youth, these are the largest and most deadly of critters. Of course, I never meet this terrible beast. I'll say I'm not tall enough yet, but one day I will. Look at her face, a little mouth. Love her. I'll knock them down and beat them so hard they can't even stand up straight. Wow. She is born to be the king of the pirates. I know it. I'm sorry, Luffy, you have a rival. The student eyes sparkle with admiration, and they quickly break into applause. Even her opponent, Sancho and Heifer, can help but get lost in thought. The instructor sighed. This student will be a bone to chew for sure. Erick, a fitting creature how to be. The ring of the school bell cuts her off. Class is dismissed. Yes, what a powerful child. She distracted the teacher so much that she couldn't finish her lesson. The students swarm flocking towards Erick. Erick, come to my office later. Oh no. Oh no. Oopsie. In the bustling crowd, Erick raised her hand and waves. Yes, ma'am. She doesn't care. She doesn't think like she's in trouble at all. The night cast its shadow on Erick's youthful cheeks. She breathes softly. She lies on her bed, underneath which sits the history of potion. She twists her pen in her hand. After a moment, she stops, buries her head in the paper before her, and begins to write. Dear Harald, this is my first winter at the Sputm. I met many new sailors here, each boasting their own impressive tricks. One can make sapling sprout out of stones, another can fly with the wind, there's even one who can foresee test question. Wow, what a cool power, I want it. My fleet has grown much larger, and there are many places here that I can't wait to explore. I will unearth all the treasures I can here. Hide them in my drawer and give some of them to you when you come to pick me up. Oh no. Why I feel like no one will ever come to pick her up. Oh, no, I don't want it. No drama for children, please. She looks up, glancing at the book on the desk, her brows furrowed. But the instructor here are mean. They're always frowning and they like locking student up in the guardhouse. Oh no. And I know what happened in the guardhouse. Sadly, I already saw that part. Today I spoke of the monster vanity and emptiness in class. Wow, I'm stupid. I didn't know they're like a concept. I don't think they actually really exist. They are like more conceptual. The vanity and the emptiness. I'm stupid. Or maybe they really are called like this. That would be cool. But I think are more like when they try to teach you about things that are good and things that are wrong. And they actually teach her that vanity and emptiness are very evil monster. And that makes super sense. The instructor called me to the office and said, those are not considered monster. Can you believe it? Okay, yes, is what I thought. Then she rambled on about the history of critters survive and made me memorize it all. No. In terms of boredom, these instructors are all the same. Of course, my sailor crewmates support me. They say those were the scariest monsters they'd ever heard of, 100 times more dangerous than anything in the critter dictionary. When I walked out of the office, wow. They surrounded me, chanting, Erick, Erick, Erick. I'd never seen such a large and enthusiastic crew. I talked to them from school dismissal till evening. By the end of it, I could hardly feel my tongue. Oh no, baby, don't do this face. But I really miss you, Harald. She stretched out her hand and rubbed her eye. When I walked out of the office for a brief moment, I was expecting to see you standing by the door. Once I'm done with this adventure, be sure to come pick me up in my old John beat-up car. The sound of footsteps echoes from under the door. Hey. Oh, right on time. Tonight Duel Challenger are here. I have to go. Please say hi to old John and his beat-up car for me. You brave and fiercely, Erick. She folds the letter, slipping into envelope, then puts it carefully under their pillow, like a treasure. Erick pants, hands on the ground, bits of sweat dripping from her golden hair and onto her forehead. Sancho and Aether are standing upright, unflinching. I thought you were something special. Can heaven perform a decent arcane skill? Your test score must be terrible. Go back to sleep. Dwelling her is pointless. She no chance of beating us. Not true. If I could take off this armoring, you two would be running scared. Yeah, right. You people always have excuses. Stomachache, angry, rainy weather. Always concocting a reason for your failures. They are making another grand promise before the end of the week. It's like running in circle. More pointless than playing catch with a ball. Footstep and dim light approach from the dark road yonder. Uh-oh. Hey, you shouldn't be out here. What are you doing? Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no, it's the school disciplinary witch. Run! The school disciplinary witch? What? There is something like that here? But by now the figure is standing right in front of them. She grabs Aether and Sancho by their collars. Ah! Matilda! You're the disciplinary witch. Wow. Ha! As the SPDM disciplinary assistant, living without permission. Oh, wow. Sancho binds the witch's left arm, giving him a moment to escape her grasp. Erick lunges at her other arms. The witch shakes her arm, releasing Aether, and then... Cocked you! You know it's past curfew! Erick is pinned to the ground, as if weighed down by a pile of stones. Now's your chance! Run, you idiots! Wow, she sacrificed herself! This is so heroic! Wow! The two snap out of it and run into the darkness. They look back, catching a glimpse of our hero brave resistance, until their vision is obscured by the night mist. Oh no. It didn't take long for punishment to arrive. Ah. Oh no, the corridor is empty and silent. Having been punished, Erick stands alone by the classroom door. A stomach growls. Oh no, they didn't let her hit. She glances at her shoe, idly picks her nose, and stares out the window at the dimming twilight. The orange afterglow was reached her knees. There's a sudden rustling sound from around the corner. Ajal never ever get scared. Come out now. I mean, you'd better show yourself or else... From the corner of the hallway, two little heads pop out like rabbits. Are you okay? Erick's bravely puffed chest finally deflates. I snack you some fried cod. You must be starving. She grabs the offered meal, devouring it like a bear starved through the winter. Why did you help us? Nom, 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 nom. Because I can let my future crew fall into another's hand. It was nothing. Really, being a Joel means more than just giving orders. You have to take a responsibility too. Even the most powerful of Jers will eventually falls from grace if they avoid their personal responsibilities and simply order others around. Wow! I heard that in ancient times there was a king who ruled over the biggest forest in the world. Listening intensely, Sancho and Aether gradually lower themselves to the floor until they're full seated utterly mesmerized by her vivid storytelling. Oh, I love it. They're so cute. Eric, you really are capable of being a good captain. From the fading rays of the twilight sun to the silver glow of moonlight, night gracefully arrives. Their eyes glow brightly. They swallow hard, absorbing the tale of greatness, wonder, and the incredible. Wow. Let's go. The adventurers, sorry. I want to burrow into every 3 holes, sneak through every night. I want to run, I want to scream, I want to jump higher. Let's go. Dear Harald, grown up after say that torches will extinguish, great trees will wither, and even the endless feast will eventually end in great mess. Heroes too will have their curtain calls. They say earnestly, solemnly, unwillingly, to move even from the remote control that they're sitting on. Grown-ups act like they know everything, issuing commands like they're king and queens. But what do they know really? Maybe they've only sneaked a peek at the door to glory and pride. They say, don't climb too high. Oh my god, I love this drawing! It's super cute! Wow, okay, this is Matilda, this is the other two. And this is Eric. Fantastic. You're good at drawing, Eric. Get down to that tree right now, you rascal, or else I'll make you fall. We're not coming down until we catch that hummingbird. I'm sure he'll appear at the dusk. It's said that if you feed them to a snail and smelly boots for 3 days, they'll grant you a wish. I'll make them eat all the test papers so we won't have any more exam. I want to find the book the instructor threw away.
What did you say?
Damn, you little troublemakers, I'm coming up. No, don't. This tree can't take any more. Ah! They say, don't think too much. Wow, Matilda is literally their main villain. This is fantastic. Will the ghost really come? I'm getting sleepy. It will, I'm sure of it. They say that the ghost of that missing student appears here on the night of every full moon. And if we find him, he'll reveal the exam question for the next week. Okay, well, I'm going to lay down and sleep a bit until he... Hey, look! The ghost is here. The moon is just perfect tonight. Dum. Now to take out my orbiculum. Huh? Who is there? Ah, run! They say, don't run too fast. Wow, this part is amazing. I'm loving it so fucking much. Wow. In this lesson, you will learn how to deal with Glavacus. Now, I will release a domestically bred bread? Okay. Ah, my cloth, sailor, stop it! Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Jarl, quick, stop now!
Watch out!
It follow loud, fast-moving thing. I can't hear you. Lol. Don't climb too high, don't think too much, don't run too faster, don't be too selfish, don't wander too far, don't go on adventures. If we listened to these grown-ups, all those amazing treasure, great feast, and countless heroic tales would end up like the remote control under their butts, lost in the couch forever. So, my dear Harald, I've gathered a crew of spdum students with extraordinary abilities to lead a rebellion against all these boring grown-ups. Let's go fight the adult. They are loyal and dedicated to me. They have remained unflinching, even in the face of the nasty witch. I swear it was me who ate the fish and chips. I ate it all my own. Jar, the corner of your mouth. Oh! They possess the wisdom of Mimir and the agility of Thor. Even the craftiest of witches are helpless against them. Hey, what's that bulging on your pocket? It's it's the stinky chewy chunk I gave her. You wouldn't want to fish it out with your hand. It'll make you so sick that you won't be able to eat the whole night long. Lol. Sniff, sniff. Even in the most critical moments. Hey, isn't that Mitsonetto? Lol. Oops, they found out about your weakness, Matilda. Ai. What? Perhaps she needs the help of an outstanding disciplinary assistant. I'll be right back. Makriwa and I always find a way out. I have to say, my heart is bursting with excitement. My dear Harald, I can't wait to show you everything I've achieved here. Also, how is my crew at Stillwater Lakes doing? Did Dumb Howard take over the park? Did old John find the knot I stuck on the bumper of his car? He must have been furious. Also, I got the chewing gum you sent. My crew absolutely loves it. Also, how come your handwriting looks so much neater? Is Aunt Sigrid from next door writing your letters for you? Ah, she's got you all figured out. Anyway, I hope everything is well with you. Well, I'm off to sleep. This introduction to alchemy book is heavy as rock and gives me a headache. Missing you, Erick. Why I feel super bad? I'm scared. I don't like this letter thingy. Oh no! And now this title? For real? Well, we're going to the drama, aren't we? The end of a sweet dream. It's the sound of bells, the knocking of doors, the rumble of an approaching rain. The children soaring over sleeping houses and the sparkling sea finally reach the dreamy island. The tide loves them so much it rolls itself into a blanket to welcome them. The fairies? What? The fairies? Gather around, plucking waves and start to crowd them. The joyous children climb the highest cliff above the sea. But don't get too comfortable and don't let your guard down. Children, when dusk falls upon the island, you'll know it's coming. Whoa, hello! Curfew hold no sway over this nimble little feet. Three shadows tiptoe by the silent lake shore. Even the smallest cloud would shatter the stillness in the air. But the silence can only last so long, and despite their best effort to keep quiet, a voice slip out. Say, do you think that critter will really take us as its master? Strange. It digs a hole there under his butt, but the can of food inside then spat on it. Boss, maybe we should try something else? Sancho, how does your knowledge of critters suck so much? Instructor? Wow. The instructor literally explained this morning that the Glavacus use their spit to distinguish food from trash. Right. The instructor may be boring, but they do spout some wisdom. One day, this big boy will willingly serve us and be our obedient mount. Sorry. Also, there's a saying. How does it go? When God locks the door, he leaves a window open through which he may slip out. What? Jarl, I don't think that. Hey, duck down, the witch is coming again.
Oh.
Don't step on my foot. Gah, I literally just polished these shoes tonight. Shush, she's coming. Their hands meet their faces as they huddle together. The witch hurry past. She poses at a critter cage on the other side of the room. Oh, Glavancus number 15. Why do you have diarrhea again? Oh my god. I didn't expect this. Lol. I've been feeding you exactly according to the critter feeding manual. Someone else must be feeding you. Brr. The poor creature, unable to speak, curls up in distress. No, poor beast. Oh, okay. I didn't read it. They sneak out. As the night deepens, they return to the dormitory. I have to go to class all sweaty again tomorrow. Hehehe, you smell just like that critter. Maybe they'll even take you as its leader. Aether face turned red. She pinces her arm hard. I'll put a curse on you to the bathroom out of school tonight. Not even the instructor can protect you then. You'll be like a soap bubble floating in the sewer. Wow. Hey, Aether, don't... Sacho suddenly turns solemn. He shakes his head, signal her to stop. Boss family. What? The jar smile fades, and worry fills her eyes. Aether immediately feels guilty.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Erick, I was just saying. Your dad and grandpa must be... What? What did she say? Did I lose something? No. I didn't miss anything. Duck, hide behind the wall. Erick claps her hand over their mouth, instantly muffling their voices. A suspicious-looking figure lurks by a red post box nearby. Looks like someone up to no good with our mailbox. Ugh. Ew, boss. Why does your hand smell weird? Sorry, I patted the... No, Erick, no. No. Blah, blah. Oh, sorry, I patted the Glavacus butt earlier. She quickly lowers her hand, shaking it as if doing so could rid the stink. Ginger hair, checked headbed. Hey, isn't that the distinguished alumna Sonetto?
Wow.
Oh, her hair is so pretty. Much prettier than my sister's. When I graduate, I want to dye mine the color of the leaves in autumn. No, you already have beautiful ears. Don't do that. Isn't she the one who was top of the class in potion studies, basic arcanism, and critter training a few years ago? Move your head, I want to see too. Nothing to fuss over, crew. She may be great, but she's just one of my former opponents. For a bard, she... Strange. Is she mailing someone? But these aren't the non-student mailbox. Look, they're stuffing a letter in there. But that's... Having completed the task, the Sonetto hurries away. As silence returns under the night sky, Erick dashes to her mailbox, pulling out the letter. No! Was Sonetto the one responding to her letters? And why? Why though? Did something happen to her parents? Oh, frick. To Erick. The sender had fancily signed Harald at the bottom.
What's wrong?
Oh, fuck. I knew this letter wouldn't wouldn't be something to be happy about. Boss, why did you run so fast? Oh, is this a gift from Sonetto? I thought everyone's mail was delivered by the postman during the day. Hey, boss? Ah! What a terrible white noise. Hi. Don't worry, during the term, Harald will still send you letters every month. The school postman is very punctual. You can write to him too. Your communication will be unhindered. We promise him that we would ensure your safety at school. I trust you can handle this. I'm certain you will. Oh no, what happened? You can trust these two. They're good people. Yours forever, Harald. Oh no. Have they been lying? Beside the first, all the letter were... If it's all a lie, then what's the point of all this? The treasure, territories, crew. What's the point of my ambitions? Oh my god. Hey, boss? Ever since you got that letter yesterday, you've been acting a bit strange. Erick! Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
How's it going?
What's wrong? No, nothing. Just leave me be. Her gaze becomes vacant again, as if all this weren't real. Steady footsteps approach from distance. The student watched the advancing figure, lips firmly sealed. Erick, this is a suspicion... What? Erick, there is a suspicion that you snuck off the critter shed by the lake yesterday and fed the critters there. As I'm sure you're aware, this is against the school rules. As of right now, there's no second witness to prove it was you. But if it was you... Afer, stand up. She was with us the whole time yesterday, I can testify. I can too? It was me. Erick stand up, arms dropping to her sides. Oh no! Erick, why? You want to be confined? For real? Oh my god. No, it was so happy. Why the drama? A fake story. A beautiful dream is better than words of truth. Ay. This will be hard. Oh. We accepted you as per the SPDM listened in student regulation, giving you the opportunity to study alongside top-scoring student. Her eyes are sharp as an eagle. Otherwise, under the existing school rules, a student your age will be turned away. A lack of formal arcanist education is only one factor. After all, unstillingly technically empirical knowledge is of no difficult for us. But noble character, respect for others, and the pursuit of dedicating oneself to the peace of mankind, these require an extensive educational period of our students to fully understand. I believe the San Paolo Foundation put much thought into the decision that has followed you to stand here. You should feel honored. I don't feel honored at all, Mom. To distinguish graduate vouchers for you and sign the Guardian Responsibility Treaty. They didn't have to do this. It means that any rule violation on your part will directly impact their personal reputation. So, think careful about every word you're about to say. You're not just defending yourself. Wow. Don't be selfish. Think of others. You grown-ups just love to bring others into everything. Shift responsibility for everyone else onto your shoulders. Onto our shoulders. I don't plan on defending anyone. I'm willing to accept all the consequences. Oh? Erick grabs the massive stone table. What the fuck? What are you doing? Put the table down. I need to talk to Vertin. You took off the armoring, but they had already... She glanced at the girl arm. The band mark is coiling around it like a red python. Bang. Oh no. She hurled the stone table into the corner, and it shattered with a deafening crash. Oh my... wow. I need to ask her something important. I don't want to hurt you. No, Eric. I'm afraid you need to calm down first. Security! Oh my god. Can you really call the security for a child? Let's go.
Stop for the laws or stop for the notch.
It's time to fight the security.
Yes, told me it's yay!
Yay!
How about this? Roller! I'm okay. I'm okay. Yes, told me it's ready. Yay!
Let's go.
Roller!
Splash.
I'm Viking drink.
You're doing great.
Not good.
No? Resist.
Hoist the sails.
You can do it. I believe in you.
No rage of the sea flame.
Opla. And one is down. How about this? Opla.
I'm okay.
I don't know if you're okay. I'm going to believe you, I guess.
Yes, told me it's ready. Yay!
Yay! Okay. Almost there. Nice. Nice job.
Bell, Lord Erick embarks on her legendary journey.
Obviously. Poor Eric. And poor guard, I guess. Bang, bang, bang. One by one, the staff members are hauled out of the office. God heavens, this is far beyond our regular dealing. She's akin to a little lion. We need to bring out the restraint equipment. Tell the logistics department to open the storage room. I'm sorry, I really don't want to hurt you. Please, instructor, I just want to talk to her. After that, I'll accept any punishment. Meanwhile, rapid footsteps sound from afar. Instructor, please, call Vertin. What the hell? Before any message is relayed, two Foundation staff members arrive. It's as if they had foreseen the event. Excuse me, instructor. You can leave now. We'll take it from here. What? It appears you anticipated correctly. Well, there's not much more I can do. What the fuck? She gives a sign and leaves. The corridor is silent again. All the students have returned to their dormitories. Eric waits in her chair, trying to make out the muffled conversation taking place outside the office. A tall hat appears in the doorframe. Oh my god, okay, finally! Thank God, Vertin, what the fuck? We can talk now. Phew, thank you for coming. Now I don't have to climb over the wall to find you. Eric, this isn't what you promised us. No, you need to answer me first. She cuts her off with the sharpness of a knife. Are you a smooth, talking liar like all the other grown-ups? Don't lie to me. I can see into your eyes.
No.
I don't think so. Good, then please tell me. She takes a deep breath before speaking. What happened outside? Harald and the others, what really happened? A familiar question brought up yet again. But times have changed, and nothing is as it once was. What's important is that a promise was made, and the truth needs to remain hidden, now more than ever. Oh frick. Harald sits carving a raw piece of wood with a hand knife. Despite his blurry arm, his hands are incredibly gentle. The blade caress the wood, carefully shaving off the excess. Only he knows that this body is fast losing its strength.
Nice.
Oh wow, hello old man. Okay, now her little wooden sword has a home to return to. He extended a bloodied hand, presenting a wooden sheath and a letter. Oh my god. What's this? Something I must say. In the end, rugged figure have begun gathering. Oh no, the Manus monster. They are like a tide, like a swarm of bees. 1, 2, 3. He starts counting, but quickly gives up, shaking his head. Their number is far beyond that of the fingers of both hands. He shifts the gaze back. You must do one last thing for me. Please, don't tell my dear child the truth about all this. Oh my god. Why the drama? Not with children, please. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. My hero complex is not okay. His hand clutches the small wooden sheath, not yet ready to let it go.
I'm sorry.
I can't stop this. No, you mustn't. You must. This is not a plea. In a flash, the bloodied tip of his knife is a sverting throat.
Don't do this.
I don't want to hurt you. You can't stop her from growing up. Child, trust me. When you reach my age, you'll understand that growing up is just a nice way of saying that people have to change, that we are forced to move forward. She will make those steps on her own. I believe that more than anyone. But before that, I want her to wander a bit longer, see the sights, go where she pleases, to experience all that bitter, sour, foul-smelling, to try everything with an open mind. In the end, she'll come to understand on her own. Promise me that you'll find a good place for her. You promise? He retracts the knife from her neck and pulls off his blood-stained beast cloak, revealing his arm ring. He removes it. His hand trembles as he hands it over. I promise. Ah, fantastic. I'm about to cry again. Oh. No.
Yes.
I promise. What's happening outside is an anomaly that you can't yet understand. Everyone has been afflicted with serious illness, but we will eventually find a way to resolve this disaster. Erick finally deflared her puffed chest. A serious illness? Oh, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I know they are lying to her so bad. I mean, I can understand her father's wish to let her live without worrying or sadness about him being dead. But at the same time, this is absolutely the worst way. When you're about to discover it after so much time, and you know everyone knew it, but they hide it from you. Maybe she will be okay after learning that it was her father's wish, but still. But what about those letters? There wasn't a word about that in any of them. Those replies and the gift. No, it doesn't make sense. She recalls what she saw last night. You're not telling the truth. What else are you hiding from me? You never tell the truth, always covering one hole with another. Her vision began to blur. Something warm tickles from her nose. It smells metallic. Huh? Is this blood? She gives a puzzled look at the drops. What? What? Erick! At the dark red liquid in her palm. Oh my god, she started to bleed. And why? The Song of Innocence. Oh my god. Slow down, child. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, it's the worst, it's the worst. It's always the worst. Oh no! No! I don't want to see this room, neither Mesmer Jr. right now. Oh no, I'm not okay. Well, at least I'm happy that I'm in the middle of the chapter 3, so I know what it's all this and something about the rest. She's in a deep sleep. Unlike adults who often relive traumatic memories during this time, children face the danger of never waking up from their dreams at all. Oh no. Do we have a way to wake her up? Was I not clear enough? This is a condition, not an ordinary state of sleep. Forcibly waking her could cause serious brain trauma. Aside from letting her little brain wake up on its own, there is no other solution. Oh my god. For real? For real? Not only I have to bear with Vertin being on a coma, but now even Erick. Such an out-of-control arcanist ought to be subject to more stringent and regular checks. The LSCC research on her grandfather's arm ring is still in the exploratory phase. It won't be of immediate help to her. Moreover, the death record here shows that her mother was hospitalized for the same reason. Oh? This is the gift that accompanies their family arcanism. A rare kind of hereditary illness. No, that's not true. What do you mean hereditary illness? Fortunately, though, we have a sample right here with us now. This should prove useful in treating arcanist illness.
Fabulous.
You have indeed made a good deal with her grandfather, Vertin. What good deal? What do you mean? She pressed a needle into Erick's wrist and slowly released the liquid within. This is 5 millimeters of mandragora extract, a hemostatic and neutral blocker. It will slow the worsening of her condition to maintain her vital sign for about 3 days, but it's far greater than the normal dose. Even a carbuncle near 7 feet tall will be knocked unconsciously by this. It's commonly used in the black market for live critter dissection.
I don't understand.
But aren't we supposed to be finding a way to wake her up? Aside from the coma, she has other, more lethal issue. According to the blood dilution analysis report, her body is abnormally expanding blood. Her veins are filled with blood-sucking parasite. What? What the fuck? Everything I was expecting everything in this anecdote about happy children going on adventure. Okay, probably a little of drama. I was expecting it because there's always a little bit of drama. But so are you telling me that she's going to die? The most conservative treatment is to first calm these parasites. As I'm sure you know, this is our last sample. She returns the empty vial to the shelf. I'll come back in 4 hours. The medication quickly takes effect. Her breathing becomes lighter. Outside, dark clouds gather. They are building up to a downpour. The direct light is dazzling. Erick rubs her eyes. Her brain is on the verge of waking, but the sleepiness is unstoppable. As she mutters incomprehensibly in her sleep, the softness of her blanket pulls her deeper into her dreams. Her body instinctively rolls away from the light. Thud. Oh, that's hurt. Oh, my head. It's going to swell up as big as far of soap. Wait, this is...
What?
my room? The storybook lies open there on the floor. The carpet is sticky with chewing gum. Smelly socks crumpled on the ground. All the familiar messness. My little sleepyhead, as winter finally passed. Harold, is this real? Wait, I'll put a hair to see if I'm dreaming. Ouch! Ow! That really hurt. Go wash your face quickly and grab your helmet and weapons. Your dad already gone to pick up your little sailors. But why? Oh, have you forgotten? Today is the victory party I told you about. I'm so impressed that you've completed such a perilous journey. I'm trying so hard not to cry because I have to read the... Oh my god! What a feast! I'm proud of you, child. Right, that sounds familiar. Looks like that fall really did a number on your head. We'll wait for you downstairs, child. Remembering to tidy up your room a bit. Okay. You're starting to sound like nagging old John. She scratched her messy hair, opens the wardrobe, and starts rummaging around. But when did I get home? I don't remember a thing. Where was I before? Welcome home, Erick. Oh, sailors, you scared me. The narrator lied to me. The narrator said this was the most epic and incredible story I would have witnessed. He's a liar. The children swarm around her, holding her hand, crowding her onto a throne draped with bearskin. Erick, I heard you went to a place full of witches. They could go anywhere and unhyped and could even predict exam question, and they had a monster that could eat a tire wall in one bite. Is it true? Calm down, sailors. It wasn't as scary as that. Though it was certainly perilous, the witches there were actually quite reasonable. And those monsters, you have to see them to believe it. I can't even begin to describe how scary they looked. Tell us.
Listen to me.
So, listen up, that place. A grand story begins anew. The children gasp in horror, yet are unable to pull themselves away. They crane their necks like a little herd of giraffes. Old John cluttered in the kitchen, occasionally glancing at his daughter before going back to stirring his pot of thick soup. There, I had two of the greatest sailors. They were... The children continued to stare at her. Sorry, it's strange. I can't remember a thing. Oh no. She's losing her memories. For the trauma. Or for the illness. As if a stone is suddenly lodged in her throat, she can no longer continue the story. Hey, Erick! Hey! A voice seems to push through a thin membrane. Did you guys hear something? Nope, I didn't hear anything. Hey, I heard it. Jason, you bad boy, you ripped a stealthy one. You're talking nonsense. They scrap it out. First Jason on top of Buck, then Buck targeting Jason's English spot. They grab their desired pillows to start a pillow fight on the sofa. My cat heard me cry, by the way, and he is here to check on me. I'm okay, Kira. I'm okay. More or less. They grab their desired pillow to start a pillow fight on the sofa. The living room becomes a chaotic playground, with children cheering and loathing uproariously. Okay. Pff. Shh, don't bring it over here. Be quiet, you idiot. Two tiny figures press against the windows, whispering. But apart from Erick, no one else seems to notice them. She approaches the window to peer out. You two idiot, what are you doing standing there at my doorstep? Come in, all my friends are welcome. But we can go in, Erick. It is coming. When it arrives, it takes away all joy. It will take away the candy and amusement park, the fun of running away, and your prized little wooden sword. It will eat your heart. So you'll never feel excitement again. Your feet will feel like they're chained, and your head will feel like it's carrying 100 gold pieces, too heavy to lift again. Eventually, you'll start forgetting the great stories and the treasure at your fingertips. We don't want that. We can't let it in. Don't worry, guys. I'll knock it down before it can even take a breath. But it's our turn to protect you now, Jarl. Shh. It is coming. Run! The figures outside the windows flee fast. She quickly opened the windows. Strange, what's going on? The setting sun casts its rays, hitting her face, and the green loud outside, the sprinkle is hissing. But there's no one there. This is a frightening monster, child.
Yes.
I mean, yes, I do know of it. What kind of monster is it? I didn't even see what it looks like. Do you remember the museum ticket seller? The lady who always picked you up? Miss Sigrid? Oh, her face was long and sore, her voice croaky like a old crow. If she caught you doing something she didn't like, you were in for a serious paddling. The worst part was having to listen to her endless lecture afterward. Children should behave themselves. When I was your age, blah 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 blah. I'd rather walk the plank. Do you remember the day you climbed the word tree and the carving you found at the top? The eagle feather tops them all. The next kid to read these words will become the new master of the word tree. It was Miss Sigrid who carved those words. When she was your age, she ran faster and jumped further than any boy in the village. But none of the boys wanted to admit that a girl could best them. Thanks to my cat, I'm a little calm now. She's letting me pet her. And she's standing here near me. Supportive cat. So one day they dared her to climb the word tree, the tallest tree in the village. If she failed, then she would have to say they had been letting her win all along. We all know what happened next. He sighed deeply, spreading his hand. But adult always thinks a girl running fast or getting suntanned is not a good thing. So one day, the eagle feeder met this monster. At first, they were evenly matched, palm against claw, stubbornness against obstinacy. But eventually she wore out. Her heart was torn to shreds by that monster, but no one ever saw her shed a tears. And then she became Miss Sigrid, the gloomy ticket seller who always selling off kids. Erick sitting on the bed edge, lowering her head uneasily. I'm so sorry for what I said about her. She was a courageous hero. That monster must have been truly scary. Yes, it has no name, and no one has ever seen it with their own eyes. You must be careful. But now, it's relentlessly pursuing my 2 sailors. They led the monster away to protect me. They are brave too. But what should I do? What should I do? Harald, can you help me? She looked up eagerly, her eyes wide with hope. I'm afraid not, child. My hands are too big, and the monster too small. My footsteps are too heavy, and it's too light. Only a child could defeat it, and only a child could be defeated by it. But what if I lose it to it? If I become like Miss Sigrid? Will you still love me the same? No! No matter what you become. He holds the child's arms until she stops trembling and raises her head. He felt like she was gazing into his eyes 10,000 times over. I'll be waiting for you. Her palms no longer tremble. Her steps grow lighter. She runs down the hallway, runs down the stairs, runs through the bustling living room. Erick, where are you going? Are you leaving the party? You can't go. You've been waiting ages for you. Look, we haven't brought a popcorn machine from the shop. We want to hear your stories about your grand adventure, about the treasure you brought back. Sorry. I miss you all and those good old days of adventuring. But I've made a promise to 2 other sailors you don't know. I can't abandon them. Sailors, I'll come back for you, but not now. Jason, sorry. I'll return your homework later. You can blame it on me. Don't worry, boss. My behind is battle-hardened. Even if the teacher comes with a branding iron, I won't utter a sound. Oh no. Oh no, I'm sorry. And back, if Nasty Abel still bother you while I'm gone, tell him to stop acting smug. Jarl Erick will settle the score. If he wants more trouble, take Jason Hellhound Garm over there. Remember, it's only its stung on fish that have been left out for 3 days and 3 nights. Thank you. The children watch her like a farewell choir. She grabs the door knob, feeling the cold metal in her palm. Suddenly, a hand reached out to stop her. Old John, don't block the way. This isn't... He wraps both hands around her shoulder. He ruffles her golden hair. His embrace makes it hard for her to breathe. But she doesn't resist. She just allows him to hold her tightly, so tightly. Eventually, he lets go. I have to go. She turns the doorknob. The downlight spills through the gasp in the trees, illuminating her in patterns. Goodbye, Dad. Oh my god. Where is this? And what about the music?
Stop for the loss or stop for the notch.
Oh my fucking god. What the hell is this? Is this the monster Harald spoke of? You're the culprit. It was you who crushed the heart of children, stole their pride, and left them broken. Now it's time for you to pay. Protect your head and tail. Oh my fucking god. They really did all this work for an anecdote. This is a first. A very boss battle here. Oh my god. And I can make only one move. What the fuck? This is crazy. I can't win. What? Oh, that really hurt. But I'm not going to just run away. A ship that hasn't braved the waves, a child who hasn't scrapped their knees, won't even get applause from a psychopath. Let's go! The other children are helping her. Oh my god. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not going to cry. Not right now. I need to stay focused. Heroes with scars are never forgotten. Only children who have no vision of greatness retreat. That's right. Follow my leader, crew. Cover its head with a plastic bucket, tie its hand with rubber bands, and throw the whole the sex we've saved at it. It's time to give it a taste of its own medicine.
Hoist the sails! We will not be stopped! Yay! The axe told me it's ready. No rage of
Bang! Fight the monster! Fight the monster, Erick! You need to win, but please fight this fucking monster! You're more strong than him. I think this is actually the very first time I'm crying for a boss battle. I'm literally crying super hard for this boss battle. Because I know the meaning of what she is fighting. And fuck. In the end I'm crying. In the end I'm crying so hard.
the sails! We will not
You need to win. Erick, you need to win. Please. Almost there. You're almost there. You motherfucker. My god.
The axe told me it's ready. Hoist the sails! Yay!
Let's go.
You!
You won. You won. You won the first phase. We can do it. Oh my god. So much damage. Please stop. How much turns do you have? You're cheating. What the hell? Oh my god.
Hoist the sails! We will yay! The axe told me it's ready. No rage of the steel flame!
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Yes! Ha ha ha, finally. I knew we could make it flee in terror. Right, easier than a physical fitness test. Thank you. It's because of you all that this victory will be recorded in history. No. We will meet again. Erick.
As they fell, Lord Erick embarks on her legendary journey.
This hurts so much. It's unbelievable. It's... Guys, I don't know what to say. And still 2 chapters. My god. It's so long. Oh, my cat is so worried about me. It's unbelievable. Poor baby. I can make it. Just other 2 chapters and we're almost there. Oh my god. Awakening hours. Let's go. Amid a gloaming so frigid, even one's heart begins to tremble. Erick, welcome back. Erick! 6 minutes and 37 seconds, consistent with the awakening trend on the monitoring device. She jots down several notes in the medical record book. Lie back down and don't move. I'll get the medicine. They're left alone in the hospital room. You've been unconscious for days. They thought you would never wake up. I was planning to visit Valhalla. But Harald and those sticky old lice-ridden men grabbed my hairs and said that it wasn't my time yet. That's a bit... Sonetta lay her hands on Erick.
I'm sorry.
Erick, I'm so sorry. Those letters, they weren't actually written by Harald. She freezed, then gently shook her head. I understand. Thank you for being honest. And for... Oh my god, my PNG also froze. Thank you for being honest and for all you've done for me. There is no longer doubt in her eyes. Who are those grown-ups I injured? I didn't mean to toss them so hard. They won't let me go back, will they? Well, the SPDM Management Committee has submitted your transfer application.
What?
Oh! The bed frame begins to shake violently. 2 dusty little heads pop out from under the bed. Hey, what are you doing there? Here. I asked the instructor to bring them here. I thought it might help your condition. But no one is paying attention to her response.
No.
Boss, you can't drop out. I can bring out my precious Sharpodontic collection. The book I read say that staff and instructor always fall for that. Sancho, don't. Your critter has been waiting in Miss Newbell's cage for so long. Besides... She hunches over, covered her mouth as if choking on thick smoke. Sancho opens his mouth to speak, but he can't say a word. Her choking is like a small wooden hammer pounding on their hearts. Really? There's no hope left?
My apologies.
Sorry. If you leave, I'll never talk to anyone else ever again. No, please stop. I need this anecdote to end. I can make it. I thought I finally found a real friend, but it turns out all this effort was nothing. I knew it would end like this, yet I still planned so much with you. People delude themselves into passion in life, painting a portrait of themselves, putting the hand. They're left with nothing but the portrait. They were right. She lowers her head, her shoulders shaking. She wipes the tears and snot from her face.
Don't do this.
Don't be like this, Afer. The boss is hurting too. No, she's not, if you ask me. We all been deceived. What about the mountains of treasures? The monster called emptiness and vanity? There's not such a thing anywhere in the world. If they were, you would have taken us to see it for ourselves. No, I can make it. I can't make it. Or am I supposed to also editing this video? I can't make it. Oh my god. You're so reckless. Always getting us into trouble. Because of you, my semester budget got revoked. You don't actually have a ship or any of those thrilling adventures. You just have a silly little wooden sword. And why did they record only this? Just this? Just for help me crying? No, no. And what can you command with it? What can you cut with it? She covers her eyes with her arms, but the tears keep falling, and the snot keeps dripping. Drip, drip. I knew it all, everything. Even so, we still followed you around. But now, you don't care about us anymore.
No.
The boss hasn't abandoned us. She pushed away the tissue presented in Sancho's hand. She doesn't even glimpse at Erick. She ran off like a child soaked by the rain. Hey, Fair! Sorry. It's okay, boss. It's not your fault. A nurse pushed in a medicine cart, followed by a familiar hat. Look, I have to go too. Get well soon, boss. Wait. He too leaves. Put out your hand.
Deep breathing.
There will be momentary pain in your wrist, but after 1 minute and 28 seconds, your arm will be completely numb. Oh my god. Splash art is a complete lie. A complete lie. I didn't expect it at all. A leap into the future. Listen, a new bird is singing. Parents flee in terror. Children hold conches filled with honey and milk. They fall asleep in group on the damp deck. But on the other side, the adult weep, and the light of the lamp by the bed shines into their dreams. So when dawn comes, the first child returns home. Harald. This is my last day at the SPDM. Harald, I had a good time here. Harald, if you can see these letters, then what's the point of me writing them? She leans back in her chair and stares at the ceiling with a vacant gaze. Neither in pain nor weary, yet heavy in every way. What is that? What is that? Phew, phew. Huh? A head pops into view. Hehe, surprise attack successful! Sancho, what are you doing here? Haven't you got critter training class today? Forget about class, it's been boring since you stopped attending. I thought I'd come to see you off, boss. I had a hard time finding your dorm. With all those winding corridors. I almost got lost. Wow, your room is so much bigger than mine. I'm jealous. He looks around. The once scattered books are now nearly piled in the corner. All that messy, those cherished things are now packed into boxes. It's as if they were never there. And suddenly the weight of reality makes his heart tremble.
I don't know.
I didn't know you packed up so quickly. You're leaving already? The feet behind the door have become restless. Hey, Fair! Didn't we agree that I'd go first? We still have a secret plan to carry out. You deserted with the rolled up bedding. She points her finger like a judge scoffing at a criminal. What? I didn't run away. Erick leaps up from her chair. A screw-ring thief, a traitor who drops his weapon, a stupid pirate. Hey, if you had stopped at the first two, we could still be friends, but that's last one. We're going to have to part ways. You crybaby. If you got the guts, come with us. But I guess you wouldn't dare. You just can't wait to go running back to your grandfather. Wow, Harold, I miss you so much. Wow. Hey, what the fuck, Effie? Let's go, Sancho. She runs to the door and makes a big what in red? A big funny face. Hey, just you wait. She tosses aside her chair and charges them. She pushed open the door, pushed past... Oh my god, I can't read. Pushed past the curtain that fell... Vaffanculo. Dear Harold. Okay, let me read, please. She tosses aside her chair and changes down the hallway. She pushed open the door, pushed past the white ropes, pushed past the gaze of the children, pushed past the curtains that fell of their own accord, pushed past the endless persuasion of the adults. Dear Harold, this is my last day at the SPDM. I feel more uneasy than ever, as if I lost in an endless night. I'm really scared, terribly so. The instructor has gone to bed. We need to be quieter. Come out, don't be afraid, the boss don't bite. He opens the cage, and the Clavacus sniffs his hand, hesitating. I think I met the monster you told me about, but I couldn't defeat it. Of course, it hasn't defeated me either. Good job, good boy. That's it. Come meet our boss. Aro? He looks up innocently. Let our boss sit on you. He opens his mouth and bites her cape. But I've recognized its form, just as it recognized me. They say every child has to face some hardship to realize their own form, to end up where they ought to be. They say every ambitious ship crew eventually runs out of food and sneaks back to the old harbor on a quiet night. So I guess I've always been scared like a cornered squirrel. I'm afraid of the endless night without you, that I lose all my courage and run away. I'm afraid that the grown-ups are right and the children are wrong. That's all. This is just a child fantasy. That heroes and treasure no longer exist in this world. But they do exist, Harold. My little wooden sword was never sharp, and my ship be easily overturned by a small wave. But I'd rather be swallowed by a wave that sits at home on a sofa. I'd rather perish and be immortalized in the epics of a minstrel that idly daydream of a future that will never come. I won't wait for a predetermined fate to take me. Beside, my sailors look to me for guidance. It lowered its head, boss.
Oh,
Now's the chance. Now! Hehe. Look like the canned food we hid for you worked. Come, my ravenous friend. Forward, swallow the gold, swallow the test paper, swallow the teaching sticks. Hey, what are you doing? Get off that Glavacus. Run! The crew will eventually part ways. The banquet will fall silent. In the end, everything is vain. Nothing will remain. The great storyteller, you can fuck my ass! The great storyteller is a liar! Is the worst liar ever! Is literally the worst liar ever! Visitors, doctors, everyone has gone. The room sits in perfect silence. Why it still didn't end? What else do I need to see for crying more? I don't have so much tears.
I'm sorry.
Erick, I'm sorry, you know our agreement. Due to this incident, you'll be transferred to the School of Corrections until they determine you have sufficient self-control and common sense. The child doesn't resist, emitting a consenting hum. But first, I think you should know the truth about what's happening outside. No, I don't want it. Stop! Please! I can't be 2 hours of suffering so much. No, it can't be. I'm ready. She immediately shakes her head. But I want to see it for myself. She looks out the window, turning her gaze to the stormy sky. Well, what can I say? This anecdote is totally a trap. It's literally like the Madoka Magica effect. I saw the cover of this anecdote and thought, oh, this will be so much fun. I can't wait to see all these children play together and doing some stupid thingy and fantastic adventures and so on. And it turns out to be literally the worst, the absolutely worst anecdote I could even imagine. The most tragic one. And my tears aren't enough for all the drama inside this story. I totally didn't expect this at all. The story is well narrated. Is absolutely well narrated. The emotions are strong. The character is beautiful. But my heart is totally broken into pieces here, guys. I can't do a real logic analysis right now. I can't. I cried so much. That is unbelievable. Even for me. I feel so bad right now. Sorry guys, I really needed to to close this video because I'm done. I need the time. I need time to rest myself, my heart, my head, everything. And thank you for being here with me. And I hope you liked this video, I guess. And we'll see each other on the next video. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.